Are you prepared for GST? Let's see. About filing of GSTR return.
Purchaser to indicate full partial non-eligibility of ITC. What does this mean? Sometimes the purchaser, the seller may have uploaded the details of some invoices, all the invoices which are there, some pertain to me also as the buyer, but due to some reason I may not be able to take the full credit, or I may not be eligible for ITC. In that case, I have to remove that invoices or modify those invoices to that extent. Assessee to finalize GSTR 1 and GSTR 2 online or even in the offline mode, and also the assessee to find out the liability on supplies, determine amount of eligible ITC on purchases, and finally generate the net tax liability from the system for each type of tax and pay that tax. What will be the fields which will be auto-populated in GSTR 3? Let us see. Cash details as per the personal ledger carried forward from the previous tax period, ITC carried forward from the previous tax period, ITC reversal. The credit availed on unmatched invoices shall be auto-reversed in the next to next return period. For example, ITC credit for the April month will be auto-reversed in the month of June in case of mismatch. So if this is not accepted, then in the third month it will be auto-reversed. Then what other fields will be auto-populated in GSTR 3? Interest, penalty, taxes paid during the current tax period, etc. Once this is done, we have to pay the amount shown in the provisional GSTR 3 return, auto-generated at the portal, and the assessee has to debit the ITC ledger and cash ledgers and mention debit entry number in the GSTR 3 return. In the case of online return, most of the cases the returns will be filed online, and in that case on submission acknowledgement number will be generated immediately. In the case of offline return, which will be filed through TRPs or through tax return preparers or facilitation centers, in that case acknowledgement number will take some time. Initially a transaction ID confirming the receipt of data will be given to the person who is uploading the data, and GSTN to first verify details like the cash carry forward of cash details as per the personal ledger, the input tax credit and the tax payment details. Once these have been verified, then the final acknowledgement will be issued to the person. Now the question arises where we have to file the returns, where we have to upload the returns. If the assessee himself is uploading the returns, he will log into the website using his user ID and password. Authorized representative, if some TRP or the tax facilitation center is filing these returns, he will use his user ID and password. He will not use the user ID and password of the assessee. There will be a separate user ID and password of the authorized representative or the TRP, etc. How this will be authenticated by the assessee, that needs to be seen. In that case, probably the DSC of the dealer will have to be used. These details probably will come in some time. Then filing can take place either directly on the portal, or it can be used using the applications developed by the accounting companies or IT companies, etc., which will interact with the GST system using APIs, and also they can be filed through the facilitation centers.
Hope you like the video. We are happy to inform you that WebTel, with its experience in software development, has now ventured into GST e-learning. With the help of panel of experts, we have kept these modules simple for better understanding of not only professionals like you, but also your own staff or staff of your clients who do not get access to learning but are the ones who have to do the actual work. Following are the major topics which we will take up under GST e-learning. Introduction of GST, registration, returns, supply, time of supply, place of supply, which will be very important, payment, refund, industry-wise analysis, and many more. Our panel of experts. Webtel GST e-learning. For subscription and free demo, contact us.